Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Prussian campaign. Last time around we took Paris, and since then I've ended turn. The Spanish are continuing to flee all the way back to Spain, and we're gonna try to follow them, or at least until we get to Marseille. Looks like all the French, what's it called? Intellectuals are out and about now that main province of France. I don't know why they didn't stay, because you can steal technology. So suddenly they would be able to steal technology from me, and I'm pretty sure I am surpassing everyone in terms of enlightenment. Yes. And by a pretty big margin as well. I think next one's 480 and I have 580, so 100 points more. Right. I think what we're gonna do though, the French did not move decisively against Paris, but I have an idea here for like a quest type thing to do, or like a goal within the campaign. So there's 2 turns, and then the British army has to surrender in Normandy. They have to surrender to the French, which obviously we don't like that much. Well, I guess we do, because then I could take it, and there would be no possible conflict with the English. But I think as a goal within the campaign, this is a nice thing to do. We have got two turns, and there's 4 armies in between us and our goal. So within 2 turns, I should be able to cut all these way down, cut them all down until we get to Caen, or how you want to pronounce it. So I have 2 armies in the region, but I think I need more. So we're gonna send over Blucher. So Blucher is gonna come and aid, and I mean this turn, and then so he will. I mean, will he be able to aid? Not too much. I guess if he leaves the cannon behind, because we've got. So he moves up to there, up to this point, this turn, and then we got 1 more, so he can move up to there. And then it would be over. So there's how far he gets with his cannon. So maybe it's not that he can't actually be used for this. Should have thought about that sooner maybe. So I guess we're not going to be able to use him more than if the mission kind of fails. We need a 3rd army there. Just, you know what, we'll send him there anyways. Just to have that 1/3 army to aid out, just in case shit goes down. These other ones not gonna make it over there, of course. So the elite army and the Saxon army is gonna go down towards Marseille to try and conquer that, and also kick the Spanish out. Go ahead and out-thrust all this. Boom, they're gone. And we're gonna continue. We've got our spy here who's gonna check out the region before we reach. At the same time, I think we're closing in with this army as well, so they're soon ready to move. So within 1 turn, they're kind of ready over there. However, it's gonna take a few more to get that 1 cannon over there, and then we can sort of march in and see what we can do. See about maybe attacking Napoleon if he's still in Innsbruck. I did recruit some new Lancer units, but I don't think we're going to be able to send them into battle anywhere. And then also as a last thing, we also got a kind of a naval battle possibly going on here. So I've got my full navy. We got 3 French ships here, not much to hang in your tree. and then one ship over there. So that should be easily done and over with. But I think we'll save that for possibly next video. This one, we're gonna start off by... I mean, I think I could, kinda, if we take Scharnhorst. I could go directly. But the thing is, I need to defeat these guys anyways. But otherwise I could possibly... Is it that I don't have military access? Offer access, demand access. We'll have to demand some access from the British to be able to help them. I would like 10 turns. Good sir, and I'm willing to pay for it. So I'm gonna not only gonna help you, I'm gonna pay you for it. You're probably richer than me. Very well. So now I'm able to move through with Scharnhorst. Thing is, we'll still have to face this army before we get to this one. So I think what we'll do is we'll actually start off by trying to go down this route and kill those two armies. So I'm gonna mobilize the Prince's army and we're gonna attack Seoul. Hopefully we'll drag in both, and we do! And the Prince is gonna have to face them alone, which is just fine because we need a bit of a challenge. So without further ado, let's go ahead and smite these French bastards and then see if we can't save the British. Just out like we did at Waterloo. We start off really close to each other here. There's a very... I mean, we are within musket range to start, basically within musket range of each other. Which is going to be interesting. What I've done is I've put the skirmishers here. We put the sappers over here, put a bomb. Because the enemy put a bomb against us. 2 cannons, ready with canister to start off with. Should be canister anyways. To just blast straight across. Light brigade. Don't have much movement for cavalry on this side, so I placed all the cavalry on this. All the 2 units that he has. Infantry in the back, grenadiers going through the forest. General over here. Let's start. Right, so first thing is the cannons are loaded with canister right off here. And fire right onto the sappers. Not a lot of them died though. Looks like we've got massive amounts of cavalry over there. So I guess the big blob is over there and there. We're not going to advance too much, but I want to at least be in the forest. Have a presence in the forest. Sappers will move back. The light will move out to the side together with the cavalry. And I guess we'll wake up those blobs by firing cannons on them. Should be enough to wake them up. I think, well, the ground kind of dips down a little bit here. So I think we can afford to put the Jaegers in a position there and then have 3 units of infantry behind. And then 1 over there, and then we can have 1 kinda somewhere here. You know what? We don't need all the Jaegers here. Usually we'll lose 1 anyway, so I think we have room for 1 to hide right there. Right, looks like we kind of woke up the French. We'll switch to canister now. See how that goes. General can hide right behind there. So we got troops moving in, advancing towards us. What I'll do is I'll put these 2 kind of on the side like that. Oh, that exploded. Very close. It's the sappers placing spikes in a strange way. Getting canister, does they do it? But I guess I don't know what they're thinking really. You never know with the AI, do you? We'll put the light bit more forward. Have the cavalry march out as well. I don't feel too confident moving forward here, because then we have got a flank here, and looks to it, I missed that they've got a second bomb in the forest. So, I mean, I don't see we're doing massive movements on this side, so it will be through here that will move, kind of through the center. Through the center left. Got a sapper unit. It's a lot of cavalry isn't over here. And some of them are starting to wake up. There's a lot of cavalry over here as well. I think we'll have these follow the line and then move up. And then maybe place the spikes ahead of the forest. Got lots of room over on the left to move forward. I think we're gonna start gaining some ground on the enemy. It's my bomb, but we don't want to get too close just in case the enemy sets it off. It blows up itself and my soldiers. Canister continually going forward here. I mean, it's extreme range for the canisters and not a lot of casualties on the enemy side. But it's still something. Should hopefully at some point drive the enemy towards us. Slowly advancing up the slope here. Guessing most of the shots are landing in the ground. What did we have here? Mostly cavalry, right? So yes, this army was completely almost comprised of lancers. Let's see if we can trigger the lancers to attack us. There's some impassable ground, so a cavalry charge to help them out would be difficult. Unless I place it like this. So we could go straight through there. Let's see if I can place the line brigade close enough. We can kind of trigger the enemy cavalry to come out of hiding. And they haven't put a lot of units up there against us. I think we can move forward. Yeah, the cavalry has been triggered. Form you into square. Cavalry kind of rides into each other. I don't think the lancers got their charge off. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. Jaegers. I guess we need something back here just to protect. Thought the Jaegers would be the ones to do that. Right, you can drop the square. And I guess these two units will move forwards while the square supports this fight. The Hussars aren't really helping out as they kind of stand on top of each other. Most of the shots here are going into the ground. So I have to gain some ground to actually be able to fire on the enemy. Right, cavalry is now done over there. They can march through and get those cannons, which is very much needed because I'm gonna need a lot of help here. So before we even know we're done on that side, but I'm pretty sure we will, we're gonna get the light brigade come up on the flank here. Because right now we've got a pretty heavy fight back and forth over this area. Got young guards and other units here. But these guys have taken a lot of canister fire through a long time. Yes, we got the enemy cannon and got them out of the way. Now the cavalry can get up on the high ground. The light troops are moving in. Might want to form square with this one at some point. But they move into charge, which would seem rather foolish, as the lights are setting up right now. Sounds like a cavalry charge. Oh yes! I think I was just in time. Oh no, I wasn't in time. However, I'm sending in the cavalry to aid. And hopefully we'll send those lancers away. It's just a mess of every kind of French troop here. That unit did have enough. But they only lost about 30 men, so it's not that bad. Absolute mess among the enemy troops here in the forest of cavalry and stuff, just riding. I imagine they would ride over a lot of their friendly troops riding around like that. And then you have canister in the mix as well. Doesn't look like it's going that well for my cavalry right now against the enemy lancers. Why don't you like move aside a little bit, and then maybe I can get you to form into square just to aid this area. There we go, square. Can help my cavalry. Everything that's going on in the forest. Looks like we broke the enemy cavalry as they were just riding back and forth in here. Could come back, and I think we activated whatever infantry units that were there. Right, finally it looks like my cavalry is winning this fight over there. The few units of the enemy that's remaining down there, not doing too well. The light infantry unit is back. And where is the enemy reinforcements gonna come from? Because we're gonna have to defeat a second French army. Right, just as I say it, they tell us. They're gonna turn up over here. So I would love to actually move through the ground to actually get at those guys over there. Now we're gonna go ahead and set up the cannons. We're gonna get everyone forward, hopefully. So I'm moving up the cannons. We got some cavalry and stuff, so we're not gonna be able to move here too quickly, but I'm hoping these units should be able to move forward. Cavalry was done over there, so we can have the lights.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, one of my cannons, as they were redeploying, got hit by enemy cannon shots, and they're retreating. It's this cannon over here, I imagine. This is a guard artillery piece. Drawn by horses. Damn it! I missed here. Cavalry charge. Not very nice, but they were broken. But that probably took a bit too heavy a toll on the light brigade. I should have saved the spikes till now. Let's see, cavalry, we kind of desperately need you guys to get rid of that very accurate cannon. Let's see if we can get in between the hill there and the bomb. Right, so I wonder if this one comes back. I don't think I need it though to even defeat the enemy. And then we're gonna get the grenadiers to go through here. So I think we'll just let that guy retreat. And then we'll focus on trying to get this cannon up onto the high ground here. I guess my cavalry is so exhausted that a charge towards the cannons over there is not really gonna do it, is it? There's a few regiments holding us up.
Our men are running for.
Most likely that was the the dragoons. Let's have the cavalry retreat. We're not gonna be able to get through there. See if we can smash through this guy there. Grenadiers are ready to advance. We push through the forest here. General is ready to support. And let's see about forming some squares on the flank. See if I can get my hussars out of there without them completely dying. Good shots by the Jaegers. Kind of in a dangerous zone there. Fusiliers will deal with those guys. Got one silly grenadier. How is it taking so long for you guys to get him? My grenadiers will bypass him, go directly for this and get rid of those. Hussars go back in. He's so tired, so I need you way behind the lines. I'm surprised that there's still a lot of these German state troops in the service of the French. Come on, get rid of that. I think we need to reface these guys though against upcoming cavalry and stuff. Grenadiers holding in the forest. I need... yes, finally this one's gone, which means I can tie up the line, which is nice. Right, both my cavalry units, but they're really depleted and they're really tired. Go and hide in the forest, flank. Form square. So we got a small protective square of the pioneers. If the enemy decides to charge, I do think they'll break on the line. And that will be the same all across, except of course if we're moving up as that happens. I think once we start to push fire into them, they'll break. Come sweeping in from the side. It's not really gonna help them though, because that square is just gonna stand there like a rock, forcing the enemy cavalry to retreat. Ooh, this line almost actually fell apart. So I managed to actually save myself there. Cavalry charge towards the line. I mean, the French always throw them straight at them. They just throw their cavalry straight at us. And now there's quite the jump all the way up here, where they have deployed the rest of their army. I wonder if they're just gonna stay all the way back there. Let's see if we can advance a bit. Grenadiers, get closer so you can shoot those guys down. Line infantry, let's see if you can actually get into your designated position. Let's get to the edge here of the hill with the troops. Get the Prince forward, and the 12-pounder gun. It's gonna take a while, but I think this is a good spot for it. Should be able to cover quite a bit. Grenadiers seem to have quite the trouble. I'm hoping that not canister. No, it's not. It's round shot. I think we'll just keep firing at them and they'll break. I don't need to charge them. We need to keep an eye out though for that. They do have that massive artillery piece, which has 10 cannons in it, manned by 210 crew members. You know what? Maybe what we should do, we should strike before they're actually out of that little hole they've put themselves into. But at the same time, this army is not really strong at this point. We've suffered quite a bit in previous battle and this battle as well. But no one ever made any major steps forward, pussyfooting around, have they? So we will move in swift haste to endeavor to always gain ground on the enemy. It seems like they're gonna stay there as well, so we might as well continue forward. Oh! I'm very tired. And they both broke due to that. Right. I'd actually did think that they were at least gonna be able to reach them, but they did not. Alright, the enemy could kind of get on my flank. We kind of positioned a little bit wrong here, where the line definitely needs to, or just the left side of the line needs to come closer here. Because you see the concentration of enemy troops is over here. But they've got Westphalian line infantry stuff. Grenadiers. Moving quickly forward to outflank my grenadiers. Once this one's broken, the light infantry will make a push forward. And then the line infantry can follow. I think we'll send these Jaegers around. See if that helps. Put Scharnhorst over here. You need to form square, as I definitely see those hussars ready to charge in our flank. And the French are definitely closing in. We need Scharnhorst right here. I don't know where they're gonna charge and try to break the line, but they're definitely gonna try and do it. Just by the look of where the troops are going. Looks like the charge is going in on that side. And it kind of broke on the square. Ooh, just as these guys come in. The, damn. Oh, and another one right there. Close range fighting over here, kind of almost broke this one. I'm hoping the square holds. I'm hoping everything holds. The main attack of the French seems to be falling apart though. So we held. Or I shouldn't call it over just yet, but still fighting. And the French are still doing quite the damage on us. Sending in artillery even. But I think we survived the worst at this point. Back into line. What do we have back here? Why? Oh, why did I forget about you? 171 men, you definitely need to be on the front line already. Yes, we seem to have broken them at this point. It's just about carrying it home now. And my artillery is ready to set up any second now. So that'll aid. But it's kind of a bit too late because the target area they have is kind of that area. French cavalry makes a desperate charge. Right, the veteran musketeers going into position. Was that a cannon shot that bounced? I guess, yeah, they're all hitting the ground in front of them. There's not really any cavalry to punish us as we move forward. So I can move. And we can gain some bloody ground now. And that is that could be interpreted in two ways, because the ground is actually bloodied as we see tons of bodies. Right, these guys are broken. I want the light now to kind of detach themselves from the main line and set up to flank over here. And then this part of the line will move forward to over here, and then this part will move like so. And now the cannon is ready to deploy, but it's not gonna actually be able to shoot anything, and I don't want it to shoot any of our men, so it's a light unit. It's actually two light units. See if I can fire and shoot this one down before I move this one even further. I'm kind of hoping this one breaks. Okay, these guys are ready. I think we're going to move them into action now. These two are not part of that, so, or they're not firing, so they can be moved forward. These guys broke. And then this side can be moved forward, and then these three, you know what, will move forward under fire. So they're recovering their morale just a little bit, but it's not gonna matter much because we're about to encircle French troops. As these start to fire, we're gonna see this one break, and then I can move even further, starting with a line, moving them so, and then the grenadiers like that. No canister being fired, which is good. And I think we'll have the pioneers, our sappers, be the ones to close in. I just want to unsettle them, I guess. You know what? There's no way the 59 pioneers are gonna be able to charge into 190 men and win. But if they fire at close range, they might just do enough to unsettle the enemy. I think they switched to canister because you can see they're doing that thing where they almost fire and then they don't fire. So if I move kind of this line further forward, I think they will actually fire their canister. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this. Light infantry and Scharnhorst to the back. And we're gonna put them off their cannons. Light troops are gonna follow. It's not Scharnhorst. Why did I think it was Scharnhorst? It's the Prince. Are the sappers are actually kinda doing it.
Glorious victory.
Yes, they did it. And that should be it. We'll capture the major battery. Loads of guns. Shouldn't that be it? Am I not victorious? Ah. Got general here. There we go. Now we are victorious. Let's see if he makes it off the field. Yeah, there's no... I mean, one like real master shot could possibly get him, but no. And there we have it. Victory. And there we have the battle. We lost 1,000 men, which was quite heavy. But then again, it was one army against two. And I mean, no unit was completely destroyed, so that's good. Highest kills, artillery. Then we got veteran musketeer and Prussian musketeer. And then grenadier of the East Prussian kind, the Crown Prince. Ah, that actually did not help us. It actually made it worse. Because the remnants of that army is now pushed in the way of where we need to go. And this army is clearly not in a state to continue. It's up for this army then to move forward, and I guess they'll take on this and this and this. 2 turns, so we'll have to move like now. You will be moved back to secure Paris. You've got Blucher coming in as well, so these guys could make a recurrent appearance. But I think it's going to be Scharnhorst trying to go through this, which I think will be rather easy. Then this will be harder, and then this one will actually get aid by the British, so it won't be that hard. So this one's going to be the nut to crack. Wait, I thought I defeated you before. I guess I didn't actually kill him that time. But there we have it for this video. We'll see how we continue on the road to Cannes, or Caen, or however you will not pronounce it. Right, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!